Well, just got out of work and just the feeling starting to come over me of how nice it is to feel free out of work and walking in the Leicestershire countryside. And I'm only just, in fact, over my shoulder there, I don't know if you can make it out, but you can see some trucks and that. That's where I work. Over there, yeah, I can see my truck from here. So, yeah, I'm got out of work at 3 o'clock, so I'm going to get back onto the Leicestershire round, but in the opposite direction that I went last time, on my last camping trip, where I walked over to my dad's. I went anti-clockwise, but this time I'm going clockwise on the Leicestershire round, so I'm going from KP to Market Bosworth, then to Shackleton, and then back towards Leicester, Thornton, camp near Thornton somewhere, there's plenty of woods around there, and camp overnight and then back home in the morning. So we'll see how we get on. Just walked through the wonderful Market Bosworth Country Park. Had a nice pint of beer at the Sun Inn in Shackleton, and it's been a bit of a walk because I knew this is probably the first spot to camp really, because it's a lot of it's agricultural land and the ground's just not grassy enough to camp on. I mean it's not brilliant here, but it's a nice flat spot and it's nice and quiet. It's one of those sort of public woodlands which you're allowed to walk around, but it's not a very popular one. So it should be okay. Going to get a bit to eat later on and enjoy the sounds of nature and chill out a bit. I'm all set up. I've got my kettle on the go and gonna get something to eat because I'm bloody starving now. Anyway, it's an absolutely stunning evening. Really, really nice. You know, you think about coming out. I think about coming out, and I think, and there's always lots of good reasons not to. But I'm glad I made the effort. I always say that. So glad I made the effort. You know, these sorts of times are special, and the times you'll always remember. Beautiful evenings like this, camping in the woods, in the Leicestershire countryside. Fantastic. Every Friday at work, it's a Friday, Saturday tomorrow. you don't remember your Fridays at work, do you? There's not much special about them, unless you break down in your truck or something, or have an accident. But I'll always remember the time I left work, finished at 3, I left work with all my camping gear and hiked the 25 miles home, stopping on the way to camp. I'll always remember that, because that's a special time. That's it, I'm all set up. Got a nice hot chocolate, and I shall be having my fire pot spicy pork noodles soon. Give them a few more minutes. Oh, I've seen quite a few hares on the way here. They look absolutely spectacular in sort of you know, a brand new coat with beautiful black ears. It looks stunning. And I saw a fox, probably about a year old, that had a beautiful coat as well, really red. I could just see its ears sticking up in a cornfield, and I thought, what's that? And I stood and watched, and then it was looking at me. It saw me before I saw it, and it sort of looked at me a bit more, and then when I moved, it got up and ran into some woods. But it just looked absolutely beautiful, a really lovely red coat. And of course Leicestershire is famous for its fox hunting. Well, foxes, maybe there's a lot of foxes in Leicestershire. Oh well, I hope I don't see anybody here tonight. Should be a nice morning, it's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. I was going to do my bees, I was going to walk home. I thought it'd take me about two hours, but I'm about 15 miles from home, so it's going to take me quite a while to walk home. I was going to do my bees tomorrow afternoon, but I'm not going to do those now. I'll do them on Sunday, because they're up in the Lake District the following weekend. So I've got to get those all sorted out. Anyway, good stuff, eh? Brilliant. Hear all those birds. Hear a bit of traffic in the background, but it's not a bad spot here. Well, one of the timber yards that belongs to the company I work for is only about 3 miles from here. The one I work at is probably about 5 miles from here, but I've walked quite a long way round. I didn't walk directly to the woods from work. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, good morning. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning now, and I had a pretty good night's sleep, quite comfortable. Woke up a few times in the night. Seemed like birds of prey up to something, and some owls in the night, and apart from that, quite a lot of traffic I could hear because there's a lot of industry around here. There's a lot of quarries, a lot of warehousing, and I think probably about 4 o'clock in the morning you could hear everybody coming and going to work, shift changes and that. But yeah, so I probably woke up about just after 4, and all the birds singing. It's died down a little bit now, but it was fantastic. Just laying there listening to all the birds singing was really nice. When I was on holiday in Cornwall, my son-in-law took me and the missus outside in the garden of the holiday cottage and showed us that Starlink satellite system that Elon Musk, who's launching thousands and thousands of satellites, launches about 60 at a time. And initially when they're launched into a low orbit, they all trail along behind each other, and you can get this app on your phone, and when you look up to the stars, well, it was really dark when we were in Cornwall, and you can see like a long bead of little lights going across the sky. You know, if they're going over you, your location, and it was just absolutely amazing. And I think my son-in-law knew about all this, and then he says, "Oh, and wait a few more minutes, and the space station will be coming over," and it looked absolutely massive and really bright, you know, in the sky, and going quite fast over the horizon. Yeah, it was fantastic, and but I've not managed to see them since. I think I possibly could have saw them in Leicester recently, but it's just too light, you just can't see them at all. So anyway, I'm going to get the tent packed up in a bit, and get the tent packed up, have a bit of cereal, finish my drink, and may as well get on the way. I don't know how far it is home from here. It's probably about 12 miles, I should think, so we'll get on the way home anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'm using a new camera, so I don't know how to use it. I bought this camera, I have no idea how to use it. I've never had a bloody camera before. I've only ever had that GoPro. You just switch it on and switch it off. But this, you've got to spend hours working things out before you can even switch it on. So never mind. Now then, I don't know whether you can see that there, but there's a road there, and I drive the lorry along there nearly every day, and park up there sometimes and have my lunch. So I'm really familiar with this area around here, and it's nice to see it from a different perspective, and you know, instead of just seeing it from the road which you drive along all the time. And I've walked through these woods before a couple of times and thought, oh, I wouldn't mind camping here, but it's nice to spend the night here. Absolutely stunning walk this has been. Leaving work yesterday, through all that glorious countryside, a fantastic camp in those gorgeous woods, and such a nice calm evening, beautiful. And then today along some ancient tracks, and not too far from home now. It's just been pretty good. Really enjoyed it, and you know, these sorts of things you got to make the effort for, so fantastic. Thanks for watching. Cheers.